A Doll's House by Henrik Ibsen. Act 1. A room, comfortably and tastefully, but not expensively, furnished. In the back, on the right, a door leads to the hall. On the left, another door leads to the Helmer's study. Between the two doors, a pianoforte. In the middle of the left wall, a door, and nearer the front, a window. Near the window, a round table with armchairs and a small sofa. In the right wall, somewhat to the back, a door, and against the same wall. Farther forward, a porcelain stove. In front of it, a couple of armchairs and a rocking chair. Between the stove and the side door, a small table. Engravings on the walls, a whatnot with china and bric-a-brac. A small bookcase filled with handsomely bound books. Carpet, a fire in the stove. It is a winter day. A bell rings in the hall outside. Presently, the outer door of the flat is heard to open. Then Nora enters, humming gaily. She is in outside dress and carries several parcels which she lays on the right hand table. She leaves the door into the hall open, and a porter is seen outside carrying a Christmas tree and a basket, which he gives to the maid servant who has opened the door. Nora. Hide the Christmas tree carefully, Ellen. The children must on no account see it before this evening, when it's lighted up. To the porter, taking out her purse. How much? Porter. 51. 50 ori. Nora. There's a crown. No, keep the change. The porter thanks her and goes. Nora shuts the door. She continues smiling in quiet glee as she takes off her outdoor things. Taking from her pocket a bag of macarons, she eats one or two. Then she goes on tiptoe to her husband's door and listens. Nora. Yes, he is at home. She begins humming again, crossing to the table on the right. Helma. In his room. Is that my lark twittering there? Nora. Busy opening some of her parcels. Yes, it is. Helma. Is it the squirrel fixing around? Nora. Yes. Helma. When did the squirrel get home? Nora. Just this minute. Has the bag of macarons in her pocket and wipes her mouth. Come here, Toval, and see what I have been buying. Helma. Don't interrupt me. A little later, he opens the drawer and looks in, pen in hand. Buying? Did you say? What all that? Has my little spendthrift been making the money fly again? Nora. Why, Trovand, surely we can afford to lose out a little now. It's the first Christmas we haven't had to pinch. Helma. Come, we can't afford to squander money. Nora. Oh, yes, Trovald, do let us squander a little. Now just the least little bit. You know, you'll soon be earning heaps of money. Helma. Yes, from New Year's Day, but there's a whole quarter before my first salary is due. Nora. Never mind, we can borrow in the meantime. Helma. Nora. He goes up to her and takes her playfully by the arm. Still my little feather brain, supposing I borrowed 1,000 crowns today, and you made ducks and drakes of them during Christmas week, and then on New Year's Eve a child blew up the roof and knocked my brains out? Nora, laying her hand on his mouth. Hush! How can you talk so horribly? Helma. But supposing it were to happen, what then? Nora. If anything so dreadful happened, it would be all the same to me whether I was in debt or not. Helma. But what about the creditors? Nora. They? Who cares for them? They are only strangers. Helma. Nora, what a woman you are. Nora, what a woman you are. But seriously, Nora, you know my principles on these points. No debts, no borrowing. Home life ceases to be free and beautiful as soon as it is founded on borrowing and debt. We too have held out bravely till now, and we are not going to give in at the last. Nora, going to the fireplace. Very well, as you please, Torvald. Helma, following her. Come, my little lord, mustn't droop her wings like that. What is my squirrel in the sulks? Takes out his purse. Nora, what do you think I have here? Nora, turning round quickly. Money? Helma, there, gives some tones. Of course, I know all sorts of things are wanted at Christmas. Nora, counting. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, thank you, Trovel. This will go a long way. Helma, I should hope so. Nora, yes, indeed, a long way. But come here and let me show you all I have been buying. And so cheap. Look, here's a new suit for Eva and a little sword. Here are a horse and a trumpet for Bob. And here are a doll and a cradle for Amy. They are only common, but they are good enough for her to pull to pieces. And dress stuffs and gossips for the servants. I ought to have got something better for old Anna. Helma. And what's in that other parcel? Nora crying out. No, Torvald, you are not to see that until this evening. Helma. But now tell me, you little spendthrift, have you thought of anything for yourself? Nora. For myself? Oh, I don't want anything. Helma. Nonsense. Just tell me something sensible you would like to have. Nora. No, really, I don't know of anything. Well, listen to what? Helma, well, Nora, playing with his coat buttons without looking him in the face. If you really want to give me something, you might. Helma, well, out with it. Nora, quickly. You might give me money, Torvald, or only just what you think you can spare, then I can buy something with it later on. Helma. But Nora. Oh, please do, dear Torvald, please do. I should hang the money in lovely gilt paper on the Christmas tree. Wouldn't that be fun? Helma. What do they call the birds that are always making the money fly? Nora. Yes, I know. Spendthrifts, of course. But please do as I ask you, Torvald. Then I shall have time to think what I want most. Isn't that very sensible now?